Welcome to another Being Outdoor product pick. This time we're going to take a look at the Bowtech Stryker Offspring. The Bowtech has 4 bows in their lineup: the Offspring, the Solution LS, and the Katana. The Katana is the flagship bow. The Katana and the Offspring have a lot of similarities as far as some of their safety features and their general functions, and we're going to talk about those things today. The Offspring is 6.5 pounds roughly as far as the weight goes. The draw weight is 150 pound draw weight, and it shoots 360 feet per second. This is in the mossy oak breakup camo pattern. It can also be had in the black camo pattern. This bow comes as the complete package as well. So you get this quiver, and you get 3 Black Eagle arrows, and it slides right out. Okay. Something to note about this quiver mount on these bows: it is ambidextrous, so you can put this on either side depending on if you're right or left-handed, which is nice. And so that gives you the option of that. There's also an ambidextrous cheek piece that you can put on this as an optional accessory for this bow. This bow also comes with a dead zone scope. Unlike the Katana, which has a tack zone illuminated scope, this is the dead zone. It is still, even though it is not illuminated, it is still a multi-reticle crossbow scope. It is a better glass than what we've traditionally seen from Bowtech. So it is a good standard scope for a bow. It also comes with the C2 hand cranking device that goes on the back. We'll demonstrate that in just a minute. It also comes with a rope cocker as well. Something cool about this bow, just like the Katana, it can be decocked without shooting a bolt, which is a very nice feature, so that you don't have to shoot that arrow into a target or shoot into the ground or buy an extra arrow as a dummy arrow. You can easily decock it with a rope cocker. So to kind of start off, let's go over the back of this bow. If you look at the back, when this little notch is at the top, that is the fire position, and when you go down, that is the safety position. When you cock this bow, it will not automatically go down to the safety position. You will have to slide that down. Also, you'll see me in a minute push on the back of this crossbow. What I'm pushing on is this lever here. If you notice, when I push it, this stainless steel covered notch here goes up. That is part of the Guardian anti-dry fire mechanism. When you load an arrow into this bow, it pushes up that stainless steel colored notch, and that allows the bow to be fired. If you leave this bow in the fire position and pull the trigger, the string will release and hit that stainless steel notch so that it doesn't dry fire your bow by accident. Alright, so we're going to kind of go over the cocking of this bow and decocking it. We'll also load an arrow and give you a feel for the shot, and we'll go from there. So this C2 cranking device is the same thing that we see on the Katana. To operate it, it slides on the back of your crossbow. On the buttstock, there is a hole there, and that's where this set screw that you turn goes into. Okay, so if you take your crossbow, and this just sits right over the back, and we can screw our set screw in, and that locks our hand crank in place. Okay, and you'll also see me, let me come in here close and talk about this. You'll see this little mechanism here. If you push this down, that unlocks the hand crank, and then when you push it forward and it snaps, it locks it, and you hear that clicking. Okay, and so that is how we're able to advance the hand crank without the string releasing on us. Okay, so we're going to pull that down, and then we're going to pull our string out. This is what I found the easiest way to do this, and other people may go at this a different way, but to pull this out, that's the best way. To stand to the side and just let that arm kind of swing in the breeze there. There is a groove at the bottom of this crossbow right underneath the safety, and what you want to do is open up this string and go right into that groove. Okay, and then we're going to cut our lock off, and begin to turn. All right. Now I'm going to pick this back up and bring it in here so everybody can see what we've done here. Okay. When I was talking about that groove, if you notice right here on the back, there's a tiny groove. And what I did was just take the string forward and drip it over top of that groove, and I come down and I've hooked it onto the string. Now if you skip this part and do not put on this groove, you can crank this device, but what will happen is these hooks will come up on top of this rail. They'll possibly tear this off, and you'll kind of have a mess going. Okay, so you want to make sure that you follow directions and do it in that fashion. But what I would highly recommend that you do is once you get it set and get turned a crank or two, is go through and just inspect it and make sure that that's set, your hooks are where they're supposed to be, and everything is set like it's supposed to. Because once everything has tension on it, then you can kind of go through and inspect and make sure everything's okay. I still keep my foot in the foot stirrup, so I have complete control of the crossbow the whole time. And you just want to crank your bow. Alright, and so once you hear it click and you're past where the string is caught into the cocking mechanism, what we'll do is flip this to the safety position, and then we can put a little tension on our hand crank, flip our release lever, and then we can slowly back our string down. Okay, and once we've done that, we can re-engage our hand crank. Find the lever here. Okay, and we can undo our set screw, and we can take the hand crank off. Now, kind of to demonstrate this before I shoot it, just to kind of show you some things here on this. So our string, if you notice, we have our stainless steel notch here. Okay, and if you notice, our string is all the way back here. All right, and that's where it should be. And what happens is when you take an arrow and load it and slide it all the way back, watch, we're going to push the Guardian up and we'll go all the way back to the string. What you should always note about this bow is that make sure that that moon knock is seated against that string. If it is not seated against that string, you can do a dry fire and that's not going to be good at all. Okay, we're going to take this arrow out and we're going to go over how to decock this bow. Okay, so to decock, we're going to hold it in the same position as we have before, and we're going to take our rope cocker and we are going to put it right in that groove like we had before. And what you want to do is pull the slack out of the rope cocker on the side that is your strongest hand. Okay, so if you're right-handed and you're stronger in your right hand, then that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you can do it with the left hand. And you want to make sure that this string there's tension on it, and it's got a firm grip of the string. If you're not careful, these hooks won't have a firm grip on the string. And what you want to do at this point is pull slightly up with your strong hand, put it into the fire position, pull the trigger and the Guardian at the same time, and slowly let your string down. Okay? And that is how you release or decock the bow. If you want to cock it with the rope cocker, you can go the same way, just in reverse order. Pull it back, we hear the click, put it back into the safe position so it's set in the safety mode. And we're going to reload our arrow just like we did before. If you notice, we've slid all the way back to the string once again. We're going to put it into the fire position. If you notice, very little recoil. For this bow, it is very quiet right out of the box, pretty compact, and extremely powerful. For people who would like to quiet this bow down even more, there is an optional suppressor system that you can install in this bow as a string stops that will stop some oscillation and cut down some noise. You can also add another type dampening system that you put into the limbs and other parts of this bow to help quiet it down as well, if you feel like it is too loud. This bow runs $7.99. That's shipped to your door. We are running specials on this bow right now, as we are all of our Stryker line. We're also offering free soft cases with some of our Stryker lines as well. Our phone number is 336-564-2400. Our email address is eric@beanoutdoors.com. Our local shop is here at 12201 North Carolina Highway 150, Suite number 2, Winston-Salem, North Carolina 27127. We have the full lineup here in the shop. You're welcome to shoot these. We'll be glad to talk to you about these, and we'll help you the best way we can. This is the Bowtech Stryker Offspring Crossbow. Thanks for watching.